Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about section 9.2, similar triangles. Okay, as usual, homework is up here. Okay, let's review what similar figures are. So, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. This symbol means similar to. Okay, when two triangles are similar, their corresponding angles are equal, and their corresponding sides are proportional. So it means that um, angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. So let's write that down. If you have a triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, then A and D are corresponding angles. B and E are corresponding angles, and C and F are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal right here, and the corresponding sides are proportional. So AB over DE is equal to BC over EF is equal to AC over DF. Proportional what does proportional mean? Proportional means that the ratios between the sides are the same. Okay, and how do we find ratio? We divide them. Okay, so how do we prove that two triangles are similar? If we are proving two triangles are similar, you only need to prove either the corresponding angles are equal or the corresponding sides are proportional. So if we can prove one of these two conditions, then these two triangles will be similar to each other. Okay, so example number 1, identifying similar triangles. So we have two methods to do these two questions. Method 1 is to compare the corresponding angles, and method 2 is to compare the corresponding sides. So let's start with the corresponding angles. Angle A here is 90 degrees. Angle E is also 90 degrees. Angle B is 37 degrees, and angle F is 37 degrees as well. Now, because the interior angles of a triangle adds up to 180, then we can find that angle C is equal to 180 minus 90 degrees and then minus 37 degrees, and which is equal to 53 degrees. And same for angle G in this smaller triangle. It's 180 minus 90 minus 37. So it turned out to be 53 degrees as well. So here we know that the corresponding angles, angle A, angle E, angle B, angle F, and angle C and angle G are equal to each other, meaning that these two triangles will be similar to each other. Okay, and what else do we notice? We know that if two corresponding angles are equal, then the last one must be equal to each other as well. Okay, because two angles, because 180 minus those two angles will equal to the last one. And if those two angles are the same, then the last angle must be the same. Okay, next one, method 2, comparing corresponding sides. So we can do a ratio of either the big triangle over the small triangle or a small triangle over big triangle. For me, I like to do big over small because the numbers are easier, I think. But you can do either one. Okay, so AB over EF. AB is 12, EF is 4. So the ratio between the sides is 12 over 4, which is 3. And then big triangle with BC, which is 15. And then the corresponding side will be EG. sorry, FG, which is 5. 15 over 5 is 3. Okay. And then last one, we have the big triangle AC, AC, and then EG. AC is 9, EG is 3, 9 over 3 is 3. So you can see that the corresponding sides are proportional because the ratios between the corresponding sides are all equal to 3. So what can we conclude? We can conclude that these two triangles are similar to each other. Okay? All right, next one. Kyle is drawing triangles for a math puzzle. Can you use your knowledge of similar triangles to determine, first, if the triangles are similar, and second, find the missing length, the x over here. So let's check whether they're similar or not. So corresponding angles. Angle K is equal to 180 minus 50 and minus 85. So let's write that down. 180 minus 50 minus 85. And what is that equal to? 180 minus 50 minus, that's equal to 45 degrees. And angle U is 180 minus 45 minus 85. And what is that equal to? That will equal to 50 degrees. So let's find the corresponding angles. We can see that these two are corresponding angles of each other. These two as well, and then these two. Because they're of the same orientation, so it's easier to find the corresponding angles. But in your homework, the triangles might not be at the same orientation, so you have to look carefully to find the corresponding angles. Okay, so L is 50 degrees, U is, we found here already, 50 degrees as well. M is 85, V is 85, K is 45, and T is 45 as well. So, corresponding angles are equal, meaning that these two triangles are similar to each other. And now the question asks you to find the missing length. Remember we said that the corresponding sides are proportional? So we can set up a proportion like this over here. So LM is 24. We do a big triangle over small triangle. 24. UV is 8. So these two are corresponding side. And then we can use X, the one we wanted to find, over the corresponding side, UT, which is 10.5. Okay? And do you guys remember how to solve for a proportion? We'll do cross multiply. So do that. If we do cross multiply, then we get 8 times x, 8x, times by 24 times 10.5. And so we have 8x equal to 252. And if we want to find x, we'll divide both sides by 8. And so that is equal to 31.5. And is that reasonable? Yeah. This one is 24, this one's 21. This one looks like it's bigger or longer than the two. So 31.5, reasonable. Okay. All right, one last question for today. This question asks you to find the value of x over here. Well, it looks like it's a very complex question, but we need to, after you analyze the question, it's not that hard. So let's take a look. We actually have two triangles here. One is triangle ABC, of triangle ABC, and the other triangle we have is this one, the small one, DEF. Oh, sorry, CDE. Okay, let's see if they are similar, because in order to find x, we'll need to find this side first, and use this side to subtract it by 6, we'll get x. Okay, but in order to find this side, it's not a right angle triangle. We cannot use the um, Pythagoras theorem. So I have to find, I will have to check whether they are similar or not. Okay. So let me draw the triangle out just so it's easier for us to uh, look at it. Okay. So the big one is A, B, C, and the small one is B, D, C. And the question tells you already that angle A and angle E are equal to each other. Okay? And what do we know about this angle here? These two angles. These two angles are the same because these two triangles share the same angle, angle C. So we know these two are the same as well. Okay? So if those two angles are the same, then the last one, angle B and angle D, must be the same as well. Why is that? Because 180 minus angle A and angle C is the same as 180 minus angle C and angle E. Okay, so we know these two angles are similar to each other. So these two triangles are similar to each other. So what we need to write here is we need to prove that they're similar before we can calculate. Okay, so since angle A is equal to angle E, that's from the question, and angle C is equal to angle C because they share the same angle. So angle B is equal to angle D. Okay, and therefore triangle AC, let's do ABC. ABC is similar to triangle EDC. And notice how I put them in the same order. A, B, C, ABC, and then EDC, EDC. It just makes my life easier so that when I say AB, I know the corresponding side must be ED, because the vertices are the same because their angles are the same. These angles are corresponding angles. Okay, so okay, now back to this question. We want to find BC. And what do we know already? We know this length is 12. This is 4. This is 6. And this is 3. Okay, so BC is the side that we wanted to find. We need to find BC first before we can find X. So let's do BC over, what's the corresponding side for BC? It'll be this one, DC. If you can't, if it's hard for you to look at the diagram, you can look at the similarity here. BC will correspond to DC, right? BC over DC is the same as, we know this side already. This side is AB. And the corresponding side for AB is ED. Okay, so BC is, we don't know. We can just leave it as BC. And then DC is 3, AB is 12, ED is 6. So we can do cross multiply. So 6BC is equal to 12 times 3. And so 6BC is equal to 12 times 3 is 36. And so divide both sides by 6. We get BC is equal to 6. Okay. Wait a minute. BC over DC is that over 3, 12 over. Oh, I copied it wrong. Okay. ED is equal to 4, not 6. I copied it wrong. So it's 4 over here. So it's actually 4. BC equal to 12 times 3. And so right here, we're dividing both sides by 4. Oops, my mistake. Okay, so 36 divided by 4 then is equal to 9. And so BC equal to 9 and EC equal to 6. So X is just equal to BC minus 6, which is 9 minus 6. That is 3. Okay? Yeah. So that's it for today's lesson. If you guys have any questions, you can email me or we can discuss about your questions in the meeting on Wednesday.